What's good, everybody? Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. This is my favorite day of the damn week. It is a football Friday. The boys are here. And
Yeah, I see him in some GQ with them things on. Oh, he had to take them
yeah,
off.
yeah.
It's gonna be a show today.
One of
Y'all
them
better
days.
stop playing.
You see, I got the wine glass emoji on there, so you already know what it is. Happy
It's
Football Friday.
up today on a
It's
football
been fun.
Friday.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of homework, studying a lot of rankings, getting ready for a couple of fantasy drafts. So, I'm trying to, get my shit together here. But been looking forward to this show. And I just got to say this. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. But I think Inside the Huddle has one of the best theme songs amongst all four of our shows. Just going to throw that out there. It's hard, don't get me wrong.
Don't it just get you turned up?
Don't get me wrong, it's fire because that's a personal friend of ours that did that song and it was fire. But like this Inside the Huddle one is fire too. I was over here trying to vibe and not vibe too hard.
You know what I'm saying? It gets you jumped up, get the juices flowing, heart pumping, man. That theme song is crazy, man. So definitely, I definitely feel you.
So okay. I want to start off with a segment today, because I got a lot of flack for the Darrelle Revis stuff. Okay,
that's some pushback. Is that right?
Yeah, we got some pushback, and I really want people to understand this. Okay, if you take the names off of the players, take the names off, and I just gave you a blind sheet of paper with player A and player B, who do you like based off what you're looking at? Take the Nike Revis Island stuff off. Take all of that stuff off. Just look at the paperwork and tell me what you see. So, segment, like I said, I'm gonna try out called Blindside. I'm gonna get Goat to work on it, and we're gonna work on it in the background.
The whole segment, the whole theme song drive for it and everything. Don't worry, we got y'all.
Right. So this was inspired by Mr. Darrelle Revis, and I want to get you guys' opinion. Let's test it out. Let's see how this works. So we're gonna go with a totally different group of defensive backs, safeties, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna give you player A. See if y'all can hold this in your minds, and just so because it's gonna be a lot, because I want to get graphics and stuff so that it can, like how we used to do. I forgot what it was called on the other show, but this is what it is. This is player A. 6-time All-Pro, 11 Pro Bowls, Super Bowl champ, 71 interceptions, 12 touchdowns, 59 pass defenses, 24 fumbles, 13 and a half sacks, 1,158 tackles, 10 tackles for losses. Okay? That's player A. That's player A. I'm going to give you player B, and then I'm going to give you three players, and I want you to rank them 1 through 3. This is player B. 6-time All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 53 interceptions, 9 touchdowns, 25 passes defended, 10 forced fumbles, 1 sack, 512 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. That's player B. And I'm going to give you player C. This is the last one. 4-time All-Pro, 7 Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ, 29 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 139 passes defended, 2 sacks, 496 tackles, and 9 tackles for losses. So, based off those, I know it's kind of hard to remember because you can't really see it. But A, B, and C, how would you rank those?
I think I would go ACB.
Yeah, I would go A. It's close between B and C.
Yeah, it
I
was
would
a
go
coin flip in
A
my head.
first for sure. C, then B, definitely.
Okay. Now, you say it again.
ACB.
ACB.
Final answer.
Now, final answer. Now, I'm going to throw a grenade in there. A, DPOY. B, DPOY.
Hmm. That might change things.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as is.
Nah. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'll leave it as is.
Leave it as is.
Yep. ACB.
Okay.
Solid grenade.
ACB.
That's definitely a big.
Okay.
That's definitely a good grenade because it might swing some things in some people's eyes. So.
Okay. Now, based off all that, that's crazy that y'all said that because A was Rod Woodson.
Okay, I figured
Okay.
it was a Woodson.
I had a feeling like it's got to be like that makes sense.
It got to be a Woodson for A for sure.
B was Deion Sanders.
And see, that's why that defensive player of the year was kind of different because they were definitely close.
Okay. And C was Darrell Revis. Now,
like
now I'm gonna throw one more. This is a bigger grenade. I'm gonna throw another one. 3-time All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ. Y'all great because y'all took the two. I thought the 2 Super Bowls would supersede some of the other stuff with Deion.
I mean, all parties involved got Super Bowl rings. So, I mean, it's like
Yeah, but two is always two is more than one.
You can, but still, in the NFL, rings are hard to come by.
Okay, and then so you got Super Bowl champ, 65 interceptions, 13 touchdowns, 183 pass deflections, 33 forced fumbles, 20 sacks, 1,220 tackles, 54 tackles for losses.
Damn.
And I'll just throw the DPOY in there too.
You got to sweeten it up.
For a minute, it sounded like he was throwing Brian Dawkins in there. I was like, yeah, it sounds like
oh, shoot. Got to sweeten the deal. Goat said he had ABC from the jump. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably what his grade looked like too.
Now, with the last one that I just threw in there, how would you rank it now? So that's D. I'm gonna put D in there.
It would be A, D, C, B.
I would slide. No, I would just add D to the end. I would add D to the end of that list.
That's crazy. Okay. That's Charles Woodson.
The other Woodson. Okay, so we got both Woodsons on that list. Okay.
That's why I put D second because I already knew who the first. I already knew who it was.
I'm in the stirring business today. I'm trying to be like James Harden when he was actually good. It's like mixing a little bit.
Like I said, and it's like I said, with me saying it's kind of hard. I still got to put. I got to put the numbers have to be like visual, like with everything on there.
Yeah, I mean, once we get some blind, we're actually able to see the numbers. It'll be less what's the word we're looking for? Trying to memorize stuff on the fly.
Right, like I said, like when you get to see everything laid out, it's gonna be a little different. I just wanted to see what you.
Yeah, that was like a college cram session before you take a big exam.
Yeah, I want to gauge that. I want to see what was gonna happen because
it's all good though. He tested my memory. I was here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm gonna use this later on with the wide receivers as well. So
this is gonna be
that one's gonna be fun. I kind of did. I did some of that when I did my top 10, but I had to be. We'll get there when we talk about it.
We're gonna get there. I also wanted to
Did we lose him? He's
Okay.
frozen.
People,
There you go.
you might want to. What happened? I froze.
You good?
Did I freeze?
You
Okay.
did for a second.
Okay. So, social media people out there, to know the difference between opinions and facts. Like, I
Mm.
really need y'all to understand. Okay, real simple scenario. Real simple. If I watch you race somebody 10 times and that person beats you 8 times, and I go tell everybody else that they faster than you, that's not my opinion. That is a fact. They beat you 8 times. That is a fact. Like
Proof is
that's
in the
not
pudding.
my that's not my opinion on that. It's a fact. Okay. So when we are talking sports, like when I say statistically, this guy has accomplished more than this guy at their same position, those are facts. That's not an opinion. Now, you can still like the other person. That's your opinion. You can have that.
100%.
But when we're looking at the numbers and we're looking at accomplishments and all of these things, all of those things actually happen. Okay, a dude actually won the Super Bowl. He actually won Defensive Player of the Year. He did lead the league in interceptions twice, and the other guy did not do some of those things, which would make the other guy more accomplished. Those are facts. That's not an opinion. Okay. Oh, I did want to touch on this because I know Zion is in the news for some craziness.
Oh yeah,
Um,
if you tuned in to Gentleman's Talk on Wednesday, we got it. We got in his ass.
Oh no. Oh no.
yeah, but Travis Randolph, is it Travis Randolph?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yep.
Travis Randolph. Travis Rudolph. Travis Rudolph. There you go. Yeah, he just got himself out of a big old mess the other day. So kudos to him. Stop messing with these crazy women. We don't know how many times we got to say it on this show. Leave them crazy broads alone.
All I gotta
Please.
say is don't make that call unless you're prepared to make that call.
Okay. If you don't know what Moolah just talking about, go look at the fact. Go read the article about all the things that transpired.
Yep.
The
That's
tweets.
beautiful.
There's a whole novel's worth of tweets out there. Don't worry. You got the whole story in about 7 tweets.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
some pictures of some Snapchat conversations too.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of social media was on one this week. If y'all haven't noticed, if y'all been living on a rock, under a rock,
licenses and junk getting cut. Like,
I think we just all reset. I don't know.
It's sort of reset. Yeah. It just
it's like we was playing that card game up in Vegas. You know, where they start.
Yeah,
follow the card.
Three card mom.
But yeah, social media has been on one this week. And if you've been living under a rock, definitely just log on to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anything, and you will be caught up.
Yeah, it starts with Skip Bayless and it just keeps going.
Oh, and it just keeps on down.
Yeah,
everything
all the way down.
Skip Bayless to Ja Morant to Zion Williamson is all there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then so let's get to you kind of mentioned this in the chat. Mr. Cook ain't cooking.
No, he's currently he's unemployed temporarily. It's not gonna be for long. Hopefully he'll now the question becomes who gets signed first, him or D-Hop. But D-Hop's already visiting teams. He's visiting my Patriots today. So next week, sorry. Right. He's visiting the Titans this weekend.
Did they officially release Dalvin Cook? Or
that happened today, yeah.
Because I know they said they were trying to work out a trade or something because he wanted to go to Miami.
They released him because they couldn't come up with a trade or find a trade partner because everybody knew, you're going to release him anyway, so why would we trade with you?
Right. Okay. So, all right. Give me your top 3 spots for Mr. Cook and where you think he can reinvent himself.
That's the thing. He ain't got to reinvent himself because he's still 1,000-yard rusher. There's no reinventing going on here. There's just him, the right contender, and doing the damn thing. But since we're playing the top 3 game, give me San Francisco. I definitely think I think he should stay in the NFC because the NFC is ripe for the taking. And certain teams like Kyle Shanahan's offense would love a running back like Dalvin Cook.
Him and CMC in the same backfield is stupid.
It is stupid, but who cares?
That's what I'm saying.
There's no such thing as an embarrassment of riches, apparently. Just saying.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So there's one. Of course, everybody wants to throw Miami out there. I'm like, cool. Not really. I see
You
it, but
understand why they
I
say
don't. But I don't. Yeah, I see it, but I don't really care. Let me throw a different one out there because I want people to start thinking. Washington, throwing the Commanders out there. It's another team to think about.
We stacked that running back.
No,
we stacked that running.
You got a bunch of young guys. You don't have that
Word.
one. You don't have 1,000-yard rusher on your roster. You have.
We got. We got. Antonio Gibson ran for about. He didn't do it,
but Gibson is
time last year.
Exactly. He skipped, and then you still got you got your boy Robbins who came off, recovering from the getting shot situation. But bringing in somebody like Dalvin, now you can spread this off and give Eric Bieniemy a weapon like Dalvin Cook, and let's see how much he can really cook. Henceforth, why
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying we got two young dudes in there. I'll take Dalvin Cook in Washington. That's in the argument.
And my third one is your current NFL champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I understand they have Isaiah Pacheco. Guess what? He was a 7th rounder, and you're going to get rid of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, bring in Dalvin Cook. Now you can split carries between the two of them, keep them both healthy because a healthy Dalvin Cook is a dangerous Dalvin Cook. Definitely. Point blank, period.
Okay.
That would be Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt 2.0 in Kansas City.
I like it.
I'm going to throw out the first team is going to be the Bengals.
I thought about that one. That was my honorable mention. I thought about that one hard.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not mad about that.
Offense would be would just give them a different look, especially since they probably plan on moving off of Joe Mixon.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy, but I do definitely think they can use it or use somebody like him. I'm gonna throw out a wild card for you guys and say Indianapolis.
Taylor and Cook. Man.
Taylor and Cook, right?
Yeah.
You know what? That arguably could tip the scales of that division just a little bit.
And that's why, because they got
that's some serious backfield power. Backfield power, and Dalvin Cook is dangerous throwing the ball out there like that. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, it's. I just think that giving them a different dynamic, making sure that backfield is bolstered, so that you can basically give your young quarterback something to kind of fall back on to take kind of pressure off him while you build him up.
I definitely think that makes that offense more dynamic because of who you still have. You still have Mo Alley Cox, and you still got you got Pittman over there still. So like that adds to that. I'm not saying they would all of a sudden jump to like number 1, number 2 in the division, but it makes that division very interesting.
And then the last, but certainly not least, I would like to see him go to the Seahawks. Pair up with that young dog in that backfield, man.
I'm not taking carries away from Walker.
Aren't they already taking carries from him?
They already, because you still have. I think they still have a pretty solid backfield over there.
Yeah, because Rashad Penny is playing for now. He's a Houston?
Yeah, Rashad Penny's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Is he? It's not Houston. Where is he at now?
No, Philly.
There we go. Philly. That's where he's at. I was like, I knew Penny was out. I like Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker's good. That's still, if anybody could use 2 running backs like that, I could see, Pete Carroll could come up with it. I still, like I said, I like the idea of Washington. I'm not against him being in San Francisco. That Indy one is interesting too. Like that one's really
cool. That's cool because we're all gonna have 3 totally different teams, which is good. I like it.
And the Seahawks don't have Travis Homer as well. Don't have
right. There we go. That's the other one.
I would like to see him in Denver.
Really?
You're like the fourth. You're the fourth that said that. I heard that on TV today too.
I would like to see him go to Denver. With Sean Payton, I would like to see what that looks like. I think he would. I think they could get him. Yeah. They can make him work.
That's Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. Oh wow, that would be actually pretty
especially with Javonte Williams once he's most likely going to be out probably the first month of the season. Even though his rehab is going well, but he may be out for the first month. So Cook would be your lead back for the time being, and then once Williams come back, you can bring him in softly, and by that time, hopefully, Russ is cooking a whole souffle by that time.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully. Broncos country. Let's
Chicago would be my number 2.
Not bad.
I thought about Chicago. Chicago
too.
Honorable mentions too.
If I was making a top 6, Chicago definitely would have been in there.
And the last one, this is just an embarrassment of riches because I kind of want everybody to go there just so everybody can just shut the hell up. But Baltimore.
Even with J.K. Dobbins and everything else, they already got J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards.
But none of them can stay healthy.
I was gonna say
At least
Gus can't stay healthy, so I can understand that. J.K. Depending on how the offseason went and if he's fully healthy this year, because last year he definitely wasn't fully healthy. I don't care what anybody tells me. That might. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
No. So. Yeah. I'm just because I'm enjoying this conversation. I'll get us started with this one. Everybody think about this and give us one dark horse team. And my first one, and I'll go ahead and get us started. My dark horse team will be Jacksonville.
Because now I can see that.
Because if you take some of them carries off of Travis Etienne now, bring in Dalvin Cook, that's a young, up and coming, explosive offense. Add Dalvin Cook, a veteran presence, 1,000-yard rusher. If you can get more from Dalvin Cook with less touches, they can make a deeper playoff run. And we know this, the recipe for success in the playoffs is running the football. If I've got Dalvin Cook and Travis Etienne running on all cylinders, all pun intended on that, it actually, maybe what happened last year with the Chargers doesn't happen. Maybe you don't have to come back and win that game. Maybe you just blow their ass out the water from the jump because they couldn't stop the run.
Dark horse for me, because you know what? I will do this one just because everybody is retarded when because Tampa.
I heard a man.
Him in Tampa. It gives Baker another weapon. This way, you're not asking him to do a whole lot, and Baker's best off the play action. So when the running game is working, Baker's at his best.
I'm gonna throw Buffalo in there.
I'll pair him up with his brother.
His brother already. Yeah, his brother.
Pair him up a little bro. Show little bro a little something, man. Show little brother ropes about how to be a real NFL running back, because it's kind of obvious that James is still young and still kind of learning the ropes. Who better to learn from than your older brother?
Yeah, they still have Naheem Hines over there too, and they brought in Damian Harris over there too. They have a deep running back room, so there would be somebody would get kind of asked out in that one.
Yeah, but it gives them Hines. It gives them a set 1,000-yard rusher.
Yes, and that's the thing. Like you're plug and playing 1,000-yard rusher to whatever team he goes to. Like literally, the question becomes, can you get him to 1,000 yards with less touches so you can save him for the playoffs? That's where it becomes interesting.
Agreed. I agree with that.
I did hear somebody I heard somebody throw the Rams out there too on TV, and I was like, why would you want to go to a team that's not? But why would you go to a team that's not contending though?
Yeah,
but that's the only thing. That's the only reason why I didn't mention it.
If this was 2 years ago, absolutely, without question. But now, no.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You talking about a team that's Cooper Kupp and who?
That's it.
It ain't Cam Akers. They didn't even want nothing to do with him last year until the end of the season.
They did not. They didn't even want Cam Akers. They tried their hardest to keep that man off the field. They're like,
they tried to run with Henderson and it did not work. And
they tried to run with
that offensive line needs a whole lot of help.
That team needs a reset.
Don't sleep on Dallas, right? Because Jerry Jones.
I'm snoring on Dallas. They're not even exploring D-Hop. I'm snoring, hitting the snooze button on Dallas.
Well, Jerry, he does everything very covert. So,
he is the loudest covert person I ever met. Then,
hey, he is definitely the loudest, most incognito person ever. Okay, because he is going to be loud about it and then act like he just hit all of his moves. It's like, Jerry, we knew this was coming 7 weeks.
And Jerry's also full of shit. I'm just going to call it. I'm gonna call it as it is, because that man a couple years ago said you have no idea the size of check outright to win another Super Bowl, fam. You had a chance to get Odell. You had a chance to get D-Hop. You had all these chances to sign all these cats, and you didn't do nothing. Miss me with that bullshit. I said what I said.
Right.
Hey,
take that to the bank, Cowboys fans.
Hey,
missed me.
I told you I'm hot. I'm hot today.
He's hot today.
Good. Well, we're gonna roll right. We're gonna roll into it. We're gonna roll into it right now. This is the meat and potatoes of today. I told y'all last week we was gonna do this. I told Megatron as I was gonna have the noise of Optimus Prime talking, but screw it. It is what it is. So we're gonna do our top 10, our top 10, and then we're gonna talk about where Calvin Johnson deserves to be, where he is. And before I get to that, there was another podcast. We all know the podcast where someone said that Larry Fitzgerald was the most overrated wide receiver in the history of the NFL. Larry Fitzgerald, who was second all time in receptions, second all time in yards, and sixth in touchdowns. He said that that man was overrated.
I'm doing my
He's
He,
not gonna like my
Charles
list, man.
impression
That's all I'm
right
gonna
now.
say. He's not gonna like my list.
This is my best Ray Charles impression right now. Like I can't even see what you just said. Like,
so I just had to get that off my chest. I had to get that off my chest.
You're
So
not gonna like my
fellas,
list.
yeah,
Whatever that
my list. You ain't
podcast
gonna,
is,
yeah,
you're not
you ain't
gonna
gonna like
like
my
my
list, then.
so that let's do
DJ,
this.
like the B in the comments.
Micah B, what's up?
What up? There go my greatest co-host right there.
Yeah, the what do you call himself? The baby mama stealer?
Yes, that is the leader of the baby
The
mama.
leader.
The leader of the baby mama stealers. Okay, GQ, you had your stunners going.
Yeah, I did.
Lead
Yes,
us off. Lead us
I
off
will.
with this top
I
10.
will. And I'm gonna start with a tad bit of controversy because I told you I'm here to cook. Unlike, I'm trying to cook like how Houston James Harden was, when he won that MVP. So I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions just because I want to start pissing people off before I even get to the top 10. My
Honorable mentions.
yes, my honorable
Okay, so we're
mentions.
gonna do honorable mentions.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
Listen,
All right, so that's how we're gonna do it.
yeah, I put this list together and my top 10 stayed the same. My honorable mentions actually didn't change, just the order of my top 10 changed. My first honorable mention is Antonio Brown. It's my first one. And that was hard because there's an argument to be made for him to crack the top 10, 100%. Say what you want about
There's a little one.
on the
There's
field.
a little one.
Listen, now he's eclipsed 10,000 yards and ain't too many current receivers that have gotten there. He's done some
Right.
things that have been great. Not to mention the 100 catch seasons. Like he's done some things.
Yep.
My second one is good old Megatron. Yeah, I said it. Megatron is an honorable mention for me. He did not make my top 10.
Y'all gonna be mad as shit at me then.
So that's how that starts. I'm gonna be nice. I'm only gonna give you two because I want to get into this top 10. So starting at number 10, this is a two-time back-to-back MVP receiver in Don Hutchinson. Because you cannot have a top 10 without some OGs. All you recency bias people out there, go do your homework. I know he played way back when in the 40s, but there is still
Five-time Triple Crown winner. Five-time Triple Crown winner.
And there is film out there. So it's not the best. It's not the best quality, but footwork is footwork. Production is production. Just saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. Number 9 for me is Isaac Bruce. And that was hard too. Like it was like, man, the greatest show on turf. You almost could put all them receivers in the top 10 just because everybody ate.
Yep.
But Isaac Bruce, he did it for I think it was 14 seasons. He did the damn thing. Like he was great. Number 8, my man Larry Fitzgerald. Yes, he's making this list because he should. He was one key play away from being what would have been a Super Bowl MVP.
Oh no, he made the key play. The defense just hit the bed.
Like I said, he was one key play away, which was that defensive play that happened after his phenomenal play. I remember where I was at when this happened because I really thought Fitz was going to get him one. But we know what happened, and it's okay. Santonio Holmes made a better play, as hard as that is to say. But that toe tap with no space left in the end zone, that's hard to replicate, man.
They ran the same play twice, and the defense didn't get it. I'm gonna break that play. I'm gonna break that play down.
When we start doing the breakdowns, everybody, that play will be, bro. There's gonna be a lot of plays that are gonna be broken down.
Number 7, one of my all-time favorite receivers, Tim Brown. Was one of my favorite receivers to watch as a young kid when I started watching football and I didn't really fully understand the game just yet. Tim Brown was, every time you turn on the TV, consistent. The dude just was like, I don't think I remember as a kid seeing him play a bad football game. Like, yes, we know they happen, but Tim Brown was always making an impact on the football field. No matter what was going on, even in a blowout effort, Tim Brown was there. Whether it was making a phenomenal run block, whether it was making a play downfield, making a key third down, like Tim Brown was that guy. You need a third down conversion, throw the ball to Tim Brown. Throw the ball to 8-1. He got you. Like, that was my impressions of Tim Brown growing up as a young football fan. All right, number 6, the quiet storm, Marvin Harrison. I love Marvin Harrison. I love his game. I love everything about this guy. I love him on the field, off the field. You don't hear anything from this guy. Like, he's like everything that you wanted Kawhi Leonard to be in the NBA. He's quiet and he just produces. Like, that's it.
That's a good comparison. Because
how much have you actually heard Marvin Harrison say, except for his Hall of Fame speech? He didn't really say much in his career. Like, not even on the field. When they did all the mic'd up, he really didn't say much. Like, he just
the report when he shot that guy in the barbershop.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, number 5, I had to put another OG in there because he had to crack this top 5, and Steve Largent. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to talk about a Showtime receiver. Before we started talking about box office, Steve Largent was box office.
One of my favorite receivers growing up.
I said what I said, box office. If you are a true football fan, if you are a football aficionado, you know about Steve Largent and the Seattle Seahawks days. You know this all too well. And if you don't, the man got 100 touchdowns. It ain't a lot of receivers that got 100 touchdowns.
He was the original Cooper Kupp.
You said it. I was going to say it, but you said it.
Well, Lance Allworth, but I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, not bad. So my number 4, insert controversy, Randy Moss. I love Randy. Well, no, trust me, TikTok gonna be upset about that because depending on who you talk to, Randy Moss. But listen, there is only one Randy Moss. Randy Moss is a true prototype receiver. He really is. Everything about what he does, the combination of length, of speed, of vertical, the one-handed, this generation has got the Odell, cool, but Randy got us started. Like Randy was the originator. He was catching one-handed passes over the shoulder on a go route. It ain't too many receivers even now in the NFL that is doing that for that matter. But there's a reason he's at number 4 because at number 3 is his teammate, and he is my all-time favorite receiver, and that is Chris Carter. Chris Carter is at my number 3. Chris Carter has some of the purest hands in all of football history. He just does. I don't think I've seen that man drop too many passes.
Nope.
I just haven't. And I love Chris Carter. Chris Carter is the opposite of Marvin Harrison. Chris Carter talked a lot.
This is definitely the all-time list. Yeah.
Wait,
we got some controversy.
Yeah. But like I said, Chris Carter is at my 3. Number 2 is my man T.O. It has to be because T.O. is the only other player that was right there with Jerry Rice as far as having these multiple straight seasons of 1,000 yards.
Oh, Trent came trucking through. Oh, okay.
I just got to put it out there. He did it. Okay. He had 9 seasons of 1,000 yards, and Jerry Rice had 10. Owens is the only other receiver that got close. He did it. And T.O., look at the numbers. Just like Mel already talked about. Look at the numbers. T.O.'s numbers are stupid. And you know what? Say what you want about what he quote unquote did. He wasn't a problem off the field. He wasn't.
Yep.
So obviously my number 1, there's really no argument. I'm sorry. It's Jerry Rice. There's no argument for him. Like, you want to talk about the king of anxiety? Go watch the interview. Watch the interview he did on the Undefeated. He tells you, I did not relax until the day I made that final catch to break it and break all the records. Like he had anxiety his entire career until he finally made that catch. Just go watch that interview. It's a phenomenal interview. Like Jerry Rice is he's a very interesting guy.
Yes. What's up, Trent? Trent's in the comments.
If you look at the combine numbers, it wasn't all that, but he was he's one of those guys that was much faster on the field than he was at the combine. It was just nuts. Like
Trent gonna be mad by the end of the show. Yeah, Trent gonna be upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 10. TikTok, I'm waiting for you.
Solid.
Trent,
solid.
With it. Hey.
Solid. Mullet, go ahead, because you know me, I'm gonna fucking blow the doors off this bitch. So
oh, y'all ready for this, man? Because y'all know I'm all about the controversy, man. This man GQ done got it boiling. I'm gonna have to go ahead and throw some hot sauce on here, man. Y'all know what it is.
we got Megatron off the list. That's what we got Megatron right now. He is currently what's called LO. He is left out. Deal with it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Trent know
you know how we coming, man. So let's go ahead and get this going, man. We're gonna start off with these honorable mentions, man. I got 3 honorable mentions because I just feel like it's right. My first honorable mention is gonna go out to Sterling Sharp. If you guys don't know,
that's a good one.
Sterling Sharp. Injury. I don't put Sterling in mind because the injury
him.
Was absolutely insane. Okay,
but I just feel like good golfer now, though. He is a damn good golfer now, though.
Oh, damn good, damn
good golfer.
Damn good. I just feel like he doesn't get his flowers, man. And you don't really hear about him a lot in the football world now. He walked away from the game a long time ago. When I say walked away from the game, like he really doesn't really like be around football or be around. He's not going to show up on any analyst shows. And I just feel like it's you feel me? Like he should get his flowers, man, because he was one of the most dominant receivers of that time. And you know, if that was to happen today, like with the technology, man, he's still who's to say, bro? Like because that man was
right. No,
Megatron kind of did the same thing. Like he kind of walked away at a certain time too. Megatron absolutely. The reason Megatron didn't make most people's list is because he just didn't play long enough.
Like it's
like because
I got my opinion on
that. I definitely feel you on that.
There's receivers who have played on lesser teams that have put up great numbers. Like insert DeAndre Hopkins in this conversation, who played with shit quarterbacks until we got Deshaun Watson. I said what I said. You don't get to say, he had Matt Schaub for a year. Yeah, he had Matt Schaub for a year. Where the fuck is Matt Schaub now?
We are not doing that. We're not doing that, Trent. You already know. Fuck Megatron, bum ass. We're gonna do this. Come on, Moolish.
All right.
Get these other two.
Next honorable mention. Like I said, I got 3. It's gonna go to Mr. Andre Reed, man. Shout out to my boy Andre Reed, man. Andre Reed was a dog back in his day. Really know how to stretch the field. There's really no point. Point of the field where you couldn't get to him. Really super big play receiver. He was one of my favorite receivers growing up. Next honorable mention, my last one is going to be Steve Largent. Just from what he did on the field, I know a lot of people don't know this name, but that's because you guys didn't watch a game of football growing up. Go back and watch Steve Largent highlights, okay? Like when we talk about that cold-ass white boy, we're not talking about Cooper Kupp. We're not talking about Wes Welker. We're not talking about Julian Edelman. We talking about Steve Largent, gang. That man was crazy.
One of the originators. Originators.
You know how we do. It's barely cooking right now, dog.
It's not. Oh, you ain't
started. Look, I feel like Trent we need Trent to come on the show one of these times.
I literally brought Trent up. I literally talked Trent up because I said doing this. I talked to Troy. I said I'm probably gonna need Trent and G Baby. Matter of fact, when the show that y'all missed, I was like, I need to call Trent and G Baby and his Trent. But it's cool. We're gonna get Trent on here.
So we're gonna start number 1 down. I know GQ went opposite way, but we're gonna start.
I almost did that. I see what I almost went 1 down to 10. I like that. I'm glad somebody doing it.
Andre Reed is underrated, super underrated,
100%.
So number 1 is gonna be the GOAT, of course, Jerry Rice. There's no question. Going on to number 2 is gonna be Terrell Owens. I know there's a lot of controversy around Terrell Owens, but go back and look what that man did. Especially one specific game when he literally played on a torn groin and went absolutely insane. That's why he's number 2. Number 3 is Larry Fitzgerald. Y'all better stop playing with my boy Larry Fitz. Okay, the man got more tackles than he do drops in his career. We're not finna do this, bro. We're not.
That's facts on facts.
Like I get it. He didn't play on the best team, right? And he was a better catch than throw away from winning the Super Bowl. But come on, bro, y'all gotta put respect on Larry Fitzgerald's name. This one was really hard for me because I really don't like this dude, but you got to give respect where respect is due. Number 4 is Randy Moss. He has a whole move named after him. Like you got mossed. That's like literally that's legendary in itself. Like when somebody names some shit after you, that's quite literally. It really doesn't get more legendary than that. Oh, you're gonna take a lot of deep breaths, big dog. Take a lot of deep breaths. What they do on the airplane is that they give you a plastic bag and you breathe into the plastic bag so you can control your breathing. So if you got like a plastic bag or like a paper bag, you can get one of them.
Or it's Friday, so you can crack open a beer and just relax.
Or
like they tell us in the military, smoke them if you got them.
Hey, there you go. There you go. That one right here, but I'm not trying to get his band off on the stream now. But anyway, so my next is going to be Freddie B. And if you don't know who Freddie B is, Fred Biletnikoff. Okay, he's the original cold white boy. All right, Mr. Stickum himself.
Freddie B.
Yeah, I'm taking it back, man. You know we got to have some OGs, like Mr. GQ said. We got to have some OGs, man. So I got to take it back. Next on my list is going to be Mr. Chris Carter. Okay, that's probably one of the best hands in NFL history, if not the best hands in NFL history. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next up, are y'all ready for this? Ice up, son. Steve Smith Sr. Yeah, y'all heard it first. Okay.
You put him in the top 10?
Smith Sr. is in my top 10 because ice up, son, and he's gonna beat your ass too. Try him. He'll beat your ass too. He gonna mosh you in the end zone. He gonna turn around and beat your ass. You better ask what's his name? Malcolm Jenkins about it.
That's an angry little turtle man right there.
It sure
Very
is.
angry.
It sure is. That light skin real angry.
Like,
But he a baller, so we got to give it to him. Next on my list is going to be the OG Marvin Harrison Sr. Just because, come on now, everything he did with Peyton was crazy. I know Mel's going to fight me on this, but I attribute most of Peyton's career to Marvin Harrison. Next on my list,
I'm not gonna fight you on it.
I don't disagree with that one bit.
Don Hudson. I know.
Oh,
Y'all don't really know.
hold on, nah.
I'll go back and find out.
You need to post that comment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
What's that?
that's controversy right there.
Ooh wee.
Whoa.
As far as overall or hands, because I don't know.
Okay. All right, Trent. We gonna talk. You're gonna have to come on next week or something.
But see, here's the thing. I don't even want to visit that conversation till D-Hop retires, because right now his numbers are incomplete. Like I want career for career comparisons for those two. Now,
Yeah.
when we start talking about hands, I mean, shit, that's 1A, 1B down there when it comes to hands.
Overall, he's taking D-Hop over Chris.
Overall, wow. I'm not doing that.
Then he said he's gonna break it down.
All right, we got you.
I like that. See,
Trent's a football guy. So
yeah, no, definitely. Trent knows his football for sure. So anything he says, we definitely gonna sit up here and listen for sure. And capping off my top 10, the toughest receiver that I've ever seen play, Anquan Bolden. Okay. The man doesn't get the respect he deserves sometimes. And I think a lot of people need to go back and really go back and watch.
He would have made my top 20, no question.
He's definitely in mine.
Like if you want to talk about making the toughest catches, like not afraid to get hit by Ray Lewis and other linebackers at that time, like Bolden's one of those guys. Like of course we had.
I got you, Trent. I got you.
The OGs at catching across the middle, but Anquan Bolden caught some dots and almost got dotted a few times, making them key catches.
Okay.
For the Ravens and for the Niners for that matter.
Man, ain't that the truth?
Now we get to the real bullshit.
Come on, OG.
This is where we get to the real bullshit.
With it.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
My boy Tay not.
I'm not. Oh my God! Just Trent. Trent definitely got. He definitely got.
He only got a spot on my top 10. That's homie from the hometown.
So just so everybody know, like I said, I'm coming for Megatron. This is just the whole purpose of the show. Before I can even think about Calvin Johnson, I'm not going to call him Megatron. He's not worthy of the name Megatron. Before I get there, I'm going to give you my honorable mentions. We can start with Steve Smith Sr., Reggie Wayne, Anquan Bolden, Torrey Holt, Hines Ward, Steve Largent, Brandon Marshall. Very underrated guy.
I like that.
Andre Reed, Don Hudson, Henry Ellard. Those are the guys before I can even start thinking about Calvin Johnson.
So I like your honorable mention. It sounds like all of those guys would make your top 20 or top 25. Definitely. So I like that because Brandon Marshall's another one. I'm a big fan of his game. Big body receiver who had zero problem going up and getting that ball, making that tough catch, getting his head knocked off. Hines Ward, one of the best blocking receivers of all time, point blank period. He laid the blueprint for how you should block for your running backs and for your fellow teammates by knocking boys' heads off. So I like that a lot. Of course, Andre Reed, he said the Megatron slander is crazy. Go ahead, Mel.
There we go. Now, I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to start from 10 and work my way up. We're going to work my way up. We're going to start with at number 10 with the guy the guy that Calvin Johnson thought he was. That is Andre Johnson. Okay?
Oh, okay. Goodness gracious. Hey, Andre Johnson's number 4 on my honorable mention list because if you know, you know.
He makes my top 20 for sure.
Yeah. Everything Calvin Johnson thought he was, Andre Johnson was that guy. So that's number 10.
Clip it.
That's number 10.
5.
Number 9, we got the playmaker Michael Irvin. That's number 9. Number 8, Isaac Bruce. Right? Trent, Trent. Friday, brother, we got you. You are definitely coming through on Friday.
Need the link.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
So listen.
Fine. We'll send Trent the link. We'll send Trent the link.
Micah, I got you. All right. Andre Johnson has 14,185 yards for his career. Megatron, I'm gonna look to my other screen over here, has 11,619 for his career. Andre Johnson has 1,062 receptions to 731. He has 83 touchdowns. I'll give him that to Andre Johnson 70. Look, I'm defending you. I'm with it. Andre Johnson he was close to my him and Antonio Brown in that conversation of creeping.
Hey, we told you today's show was going to be insane.
Yeah, no, this is like this was going to happen. I just want everybody.
Today's show is going to be insane. The chat is insane.
Right.
That's all of our audience to the chat. Man.
At number that's 10, 9, 8 at 7, Marvin Harris, the great Marvin Harris.
I'm with it.
At number 6, Chris Carter. Hands himself. I told you this was gonna happen. I don't know why you didn't. Why you didn't trust me?
We tried to tell you. Why you didn't warn y'all? It was gonna go up today.
It was gonna go up. At number 5, Tim Brown. I got my man Tim Brown. That's my guy. At number 4, I think we was all consistent with number 4. That would be Randy Moss. I think we're all consistent with that.
Not bad for 3 guys that didn't even talk about it.
Right.
No
conversations about it at all.
Now, number 3, this is where everything shakes up a little bit. Number 3, I got T.O. I think T.O. solid number 3. I told you where I got Fitz. Fitz is 2, always 2, will always be 2. And the GOAT himself, because he literally got the triple crown for his career: receptions, touchdowns, yards. Jerry Rice, hands down, not even close. AB not well. Look, the reason why AB is not in the top 10, like I said, we're gonna reserve that conversation for Trent. We're gonna do that.
Yeah. Look, because and now don't misunderstand it. It's not a slight at AB. Like, it's really not. It's just everybody's top 10 is gonna be somewhat subjective. And like I said, AB was right there, but so was Andre for me. Like them two are not far apart from cracking the top 10. But the problem that you run into with all these lists, no matter how often you do it, that's why I love that we have the 3 of us on this show. We forget about the OGs that did it first. This
I
like cats that are like your GOAT's age, they don't remember guys like Tim Brown. They didn't watch Tim Brown. He wasn't born yet. He wasn't around to see that. He saw Randy Moss at the end. He didn't see prime Randy Moss. He saw Megatron, because Megatron was around the time when he was probably 9 or 10 years old, some shit like that. But they didn't see a lot of these guys. The 3 of us, we didn't get to see some of these cats from the 40s when none of us were born, but we went back and watched film, because you have to be able to break this down and be objective to the times. Otherwise, you miss out on these OGs like a Steve Largent, like an Andre Reed. Like, you miss out on these guys who were great at the time. Nowadays, it's tricky, because we live in a world where everybody's throwing the ball 500 times down the damn field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, ask us again in 10 years, and you'll probably see your Jamar Chases, your Justin Jeffersons, your Cooper Kupps. Those guys will probably be on this list. But right now, it's nothing happening.
Put like this. Based off of everything that I was looking at, you know who's better than Calvin Johnson right now? Devontae Adams. D-Hop. There are guys currently playing that are better than Calvin Johnson. And that all that's going to change. Look, I was looking at Chad Johnson very close.
Chad Johnson is my top 20, spoiler alert.
So it's we got this. We're gonna talk this out, because and people's lists, if we're gonna talk about talent, Megatron top 2, top 3 talent NFL history. He's not better than Michael Irvin because of what Michael Irvin accomplished. He got some things he got to get to before he get to Michael Irvin status.
I will throw this out there that Chad Johnson, or Chad Ochocinco, did have more receptions than Megatron. Started out there. He had 34 more receptions, actually.
And I think 500 less yards.
Yeah, 11,059. So not too far off.
So, but we're talking about careers. If we're talking talent for talent, that's a totally different top 10.
Definitely.
This
There's a lot of people
is
that are going to be flip-flopped or matched or, be on and off the list. Like I toggled with Tim Brown. He was quite literally my favorite receiver growing up as a Raider fan, seeing him coming out of Notre Dame and just taking the league by storm. Like literally my favorite. Still have his jersey somewhere in my damn closet. So like Tim Brown was literally was the reason I wanted to play receiver. So it's gonna be flip flop fluctuating. It's gonna be, or as Stephen A says, the list is fluid, right?
Yeah, and Michael Irvin was another one of my childhood favorite receivers, just like Tim Brown. Like when you couldn't turn on a Sunday and watch football without watching Michael Irvin do something ridiculous across the middle of the field.
Like, and it's like what he did, and you got to understand, he did it in an offense that was basically run based.
Yeah. And he still found a way to shine. Almost got 12,000 yards for his career, and still got 65 touchdowns. He had 750 receptions, which is also more than Megatron. Yeah. Throw it out there too.
Like I said, if we're gonna talk talent for talent, I get it. Megatron, he's up there. But we're gonna talk about career wise. Sorry, I mean, you just don't have enough. Like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Yes, he got the 1956, the one season.
Yeah.
And like that's cool.
And but the rest, and that's okay. But if you look at guys that played on just one team, if I put him and Larry Fitzgerald side by side, look at the numbers. What the numbers tell you?
That's why I said him and
with the Cardinals.
That's why I said him and Andre Johnson. Like Andre Johnson is probably the best comparison to what Megatron was. And he outdid. Like I said, he's everything Megatron wanted to be. Same. And I would argue. Well, I can't. That's not even an argument. Calvin Johnson had the better quarterback.
Andre? Oh yeah, dude. Andre Johnson. Yeah, Andre Johnson was through a carousel of garbage.
Absolutely. There's no question. I don't. This isn't true. I'm sorry.
No, stop. Look, I ain't even got a cap big enough to stop the major cap. Like, stop it.
Yeah. So, thank you, Micah. Yeah, it's not. And like I said, my thing was, no. What is this chat and shit? No, it's not. Like this is factual. Your boy on your show said Larry Fitzgerald was overrated. Overrated. That's ridiculous. You should have kicked him off the show, Trent.
Teams wish they had a Larry Fitzgerald on their roster.
Oh shoot!
You know how many contenders would love to have a Larry Fitzgerald on the roster?
Yeah. No, we not. And then, like I said, there's a lot of ground we can make up. Like, I don't think people really realize. Like, do y'all know Hines Ward won a Super Bowl MVP along with all of the other stuff that he was doing?
Oh my gosh!
Look, we go straight way off the path if we go down this dark path.
We're gonna have to make an entire show based off top 10 receivers. I ain't even gonna lie to you because
hell no, wait till we get the top 10 running backs and quarterbacks.
I was gonna say we haven't even got to running backs
we can, like, the running back list is gonna be crazy. And then I did have people bringing up the comparison. So it's like, well, y'all consider Barry Sanders the greatest running back, and he don't got the most yards. I said, when Barry Sanders retired, he was number 2 all time. Megatron was not number 2 all time when he retired.
No.
And we gauge, every position is judged differently.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowls are not a big deal if I'm gauging a running back's career, but it is for a quarterback. Okay? Like, there's a lot of things we gauge. Every position is gauged differently. And you can't gauge them all the exact same way. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I guarantee you this. If AB doesn't have this mental breakdown that he had, 3 more years of similar production that he had, he
destroys the rushing title.
He destroys it. Like AB.
Who's that? Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Antonio Brown. He
would probably make number 7, maybe even 6 for me. Like, I'm being real. Like,
if all he had to do was play with the Raiders or the Patriots and finish out the season with the daggone with Tampa, with the stuff that he would have done, easy. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
Because he already would have eclipsed four receivers on that top 10 list as far as total yards. Yep. Because he's already across that 10,000 mark.
Yeah, like he short circuited too early.
Let's just see how close. All right, so Antonio, God damn. First of all, Antonio Brown has 12,291. He already has eclipsed most of that. He has 83 touchdowns, which is also more than Megatron. I'm just gonna throw that out there because there's a lot of Megatron stuff going on out there. Well, that's the same number, but he also had 928 receptions. So he was already getting there on the 1,000 receptions game. So like if he would have just played out, like you said, Mel, if he'd have played out those couple pit stops, he would have eclipsed. He probably would have eclipsed Marvin Harrison's receptions because I think Marvin Harrison was number 2 when he retired at like 1082 or something like that.
Yeah.
So he would eclipse Marvin Harrison's second all-time receptions and been fighting for the number 1 spot, but Jerry Rice has such a stranglehold on that. I don't think anybody was gonna catch that.
No. The closest active player was I forgot who it was. It's not in his maybe his top 6 all time. No. Talent-wise, yes. Career-wise, no.
Hold on, because I got a special surprise for you guys. There's a special surprise in the comments. You ready, Mel?
What is that? They said Michael Irvin is better. Yes, he is.
You see that name, though?
Oh, G-Baby here, too?
What's good, G-Baby, big dog?
Oh, so we done talked. I done talked both of them up. See?
Welcome.
That's what happened.
Fellows, welcome.
Yeah, see, I done talked them both up. Yeah, no. We're talking careers, man, not talent. Yes, Michael Irvin is better. Look at what he's done, what he has accomplished. Yes. So, y'all, look, I already said it. Both y'all asses can come. Come on. I did it. SB's coming back because we y'all thought. See, y'all missed the Darrell Revis conversation. I already know how y'all feel about that. So. I have no problem doing a whole show destroying Darrell Revis and Calvin Johnson at the same time.
Oh yeah, we gonna dedicate it. Top 10s, man. We gonna top 10 special guests, GQ and Trent.
Yeah. So that's not a problem.
So let's stay on course. We're doing good. We're doing good on time. We're not even at an hour yet. But if we stray off this path, we're gonna be in a 3-hour show, and we ain't even got to the schedules yet. So we good where we at, but we need to
All right. We got all right. We got to tighten. I don't even look at the time. Hold on.
Yeah, I got you. I'm here for you. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So let's get these. We got the 2 patriotic named NFL team schedules to go through next. We've got the Washington Commanders, which by the time it's all said and done, it sounds like they may lose the Commanders part and just become the Washington football team again. We talked about that. If you missed that, sorry for you. And of course, we got the New England Patriots, who've been around since been pimping, long time. So we're gonna break down these schedules. With Mel being our resident Commanders fan, I will let him take full on control when it's time for that schedule. Me being the resident Patriots fan, I'm gonna run down this schedule because right now everything we do in training camp is tailored towards our opening game because we got a hell of an opening game because we got the Philadelphia Eagles. That is, I'm gonna tell you right now, before I even get that deep into it, our first 5 games will test Bill Belichick's ability as a defensive coach. Just so you are aware. But we open up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 2, we got the Miami track team. Or the Miami Hurricanes NFL version, however you want to play it. But yeah, the Miami track team. Week 3, we got the New York Jets. Rodgers, we coming for you.
That's gonna be a tough game for Rodgers.
But Rodgers, we coming for you.
Rodgers.
We got something for you.
That defensive backfield.
I will say, Rodgers, your career numbers against the Patriots ain't all that. But like I said, we coming for you.
It's not that good.
Don't worry, we coming for you. Week 4, we got America's not team in the Dallas Cowboys. We got them in Dallas. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun because we know Brandon Cooks very well. Obviously. Just saying. There's a reason we would have had another Super Bowl had he not got taken out of a particular game, but that's neither here nor there. But we know Brandon Cooks
might not
we know
he might not remember y'all.
Yeah, we know CeeDee Lamb very well from 2 years ago from the game that they had in overtime. CeeDee Lamb did that thing. But Dak Prescott to throw a couple interceptions and fuck that game off that way. And week 5, we got the New Orleans Saints. So that's how we get started. Not a bad start to the season. I'm gonna be realistic and be an objective Patriots fan. I'm not gonna be a Jets fan or a Cowboys delusionist, and try to say we're gonna be undefeated because it ain't gonna happen. But I will say we come out of this thing one game above 500. We'll come out of this 3-2. I will say that we will lose that game, that opening game to the Eagles, and we will drop that game. We'll end up dropping that game to either Dallas or New Orleans. I haven't really decided yet, just because something could happen. I'm gonna leave it, but just because we do weird things sometimes. I don't know. We're still trying to get our shit together, and New Orleans could do something random that we ain't seen yet. And
I can see New Orleans and not. Where's that Dallas game at?
In Dallas. It's in Arlington, excuse me. And then New Orleans is in Foxborough. So
I can see New Orleans maybe, but I think y'all beat Dallas.
Yeah. But like I said, we'll come out. Like I said, we'll come out one game above 500. That's just being realistic. Week 6, we go to see your team. We go see those Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh shit, that's great.
That's at Allegiant Stadium. Can we slow down Adams? That's the key there.
Oh, that's great.
Well, we won last year, so it's all good.
Hey, we coming to see you, Josh. We coming to see you. And
we won last year because the person that we. Never mind.
I don't care. I don't care why. I don't care how it happened. It happened.
Well, then put him at quarterback then, okay? We don't even know what's. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it.
But we've seen this Patriots versus Josh McDaniels thing before. Ask Tim Tebow what happened. You beat us in the regular season, and we smoked your ass in the playoffs. But I digress. Let me come back to reality. All right, week 7, we got the Buffalo Bills. We got a lot of division games in the first 10 weeks. Like we get our second game against the Miami track team in week 8.
Dang, y'all knock out Miami both those games that early?
So that really and truly tells you. So the first time we played them is prime time at Sunday Night Football. The second time it's the early game, but we get them pretty much done with. So that we have to split with them because those 2 games could be key towards a wild card spot or something else towards the end of the season. So we have to beat Miami at least once. Week 9, we got the Washington Commanders. The game is in Foxborough. It's a November game, so it's going to start to get a little chilly. No, not snow yet. It's going to get a little chilly. It'll be windy. It's probably gonna be the one windy game of the year. It's probably gonna be this one because Foxborough in November, I can see the wind picking up pretty rough in this one. Week 10, we got Indianapolis.
Noodle arm ain't gonna make it.
I'm gonna reserve. I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay.
We'll see what Mac Jones's numbers look like by the time we get to that game. I know how you feel about his arm, but we're gonna see. We have a bye week in week 11. I think that's perfect timing, right around the middle-ish of the season. Good time to reset, get everything situated. Come out the blocks to beat the brakes off of Troy's Little Giants.
The Little Giants.
Who knows what they'll look like by that time? The question will be, will Saquon be healthy by this time? Will Daniel Jones be relevant by this time? How many interceptions and touchdowns will Daniel Jones? Will it be flipped? Will he look like Russell Wilson last year and have more interceptions than he has actual touchdowns? Or like Russell Wilson having more toilets than he had touchdown passes last year. We'll see. Week 13, we got the Chargers. There's that game where the Chargers are going to slip and do what they do best and uncharacteristically lose. Games in Gillette Stadium, and it's in December, and you got a California team coming to Foxborough, and it's going to be snowing. Chargers lose. Week 14, this will be one of the most physical games we play all year long. Week 14, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be a physical game right there. I expect nothing less from 2 stout defenses, but a very physical game. That game is a 12-10 Night Football game as well. Najee Harris did not have a good showing against New England last year, so
sure did not. We'll
see what happens. Like I remember he was on my fantasy team. That's the only reason why I remember that so clearly because I was debating about star. I knew I should have benched him, but how do you bench a star in fantasy? Like, and we'll talk about that when we start talking about fantasy stuff. Week 15, we got the Chiefs. They also come to Gillette Stadium, and it's on Monday Night Football. Good chance that there's snow on the ground for that game, too. That one should be interesting. It should be fun. I don't like our next 4 games. Not going to lie to you, because it is the Chiefs, it is the Broncos, it is the Bills. And then we finish off with those punk-ass Jets. But, whatever.
I kind of like y'all against the Chiefs, though. I'm not going to lie to you. If they don't sign any super receiver to help them out, I really don't see them beating you guys, honestly.
And I do like that we have the Broncos on Christmas Eve, so Patriots, give me an early Christmas present and just beat the Broncos.
Hey, I want that too. Yeah, absolutely. Give me
with
early
that.
Chris
Like,
Brinkley's Broncos too, because we Bronco haters out here.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, like don't get me. I love Russell Wilson. He's one of my favorite young quarterbacks. Like, I'm a fan. I don't like that everybody makes fun of his man because they like to call him cheesy and all this. I'm like, hey man, the numbers don't lie.
He's corny.
The man was consistent.
Corny.
The man had a consistent passer rating in Seattle, which was over 100, and he was consistently a 4,000-yard passer. So let it be what it is.
Hey, good is good. He
didn't cook last year. He was in the slow cooker last year. They just forgot to turn on high. He was on low. He was just simmering all year.
They had the wrong chef in the kitchen.
Yeah, so now you got the instant pot going. So when you take the lid off, you got to release that pressure first. Now he really can cook. So we'll see what Sean Payton.
Oh my gosh, he was in that slow cooker. Slow roasting.
All in all, the way we do have a very difficult schedule. I will tell you, all in all, I do think that the Patriots, the way our schedule is set up, that we will, at the minimum, will be a wild card team. I do think we'll at least be a wild card team. We'll make the playoffs this year. But I don't know if we have enough not right now. Now, if we sign D-Hop, it changes things as far as how I feel about it. Right now, given what we currently have and the signings that we have, we'll be a wild card team.
Yeah, I think your defense carries you guys a long way. I
think so too. And Mac Jones is not going to lose us a lot of games. Like he's not a turnover prone quarterback.
Exactly.
That's not really his. He will throw the ball away, which I love that. I wish more quarterbacks would just throw the ball away.
Honestly.
You'd be amazed what happens if you just throw the ball away instead of just trying to, let me force it in the window that's about this goddamn big. Like, fam.
Don't
these defensive backs can play ball now.
Yeah, like that. I think a lot of people forget.
This ain't college, man. Like you can get away with that shit in college.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget. Like these defensive backs, they're getting paid to do this. Like you guys, they're getting paid to take the ball away from you. So that tight little window you thought it's not there because
they may not catch it all the time, but when they do, it's going to be at a critical time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
OG Mill, talk to us about them good old Washington Commanders / Washington football team.
Yeah, I told you I was going to break out the official.
I like it. No, I like it.
Okay, wardrobe change.
Break it up.
Okay,
wardrobe change. Okay, I told you I was going to break it out.
Okay, I see you.
Mel do 3 wardrobe changes.
I just want everybody to know that he did the wardrobe change so smoothly, so elegantly. We didn't even peep it. He just popped out with it because he had the Optimus Prime on before. He had the Transformers on.
I had Optimus Prime on.
You feel me?
Now
you see him with the big W on it. Come on now, that's
we got the dub.
It's a cinema.
I got the hat. Yeah, the inside the huddle hat to match this is on the way. It's on the way. So week 1, we open up with them Cardinals. We're gonna beat the life out of them. We're gonna beat the life out of them.
Yeah, we can beat what's left out of them. Somebody bring the AED to the field.
35-0.
Yeah. Sam Howell gonna be throwing bombs all day. It's gonna be
Sam starting 45-0.
Yeah. I'm just saying, from what I saw in training camp, Sam looks like the guy.
Yeah, 45-0.
If you draft Terry McLaurin on your fantasy team, start him. Start all of your Washington running backs and possibly all your receivers for that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Then we head over to Denver to play them Broncos. They're not gonna be ready yet. So we're gonna walk
25.
We're gonna walk them out. We're gonna walk them out too. Week 3. What is that one? Nope, that's the FedEx Field. The Bills come to FedEx Field.
Josh is throwing 3 picks.
3.
I'm feeling very upsettish on this one. I think when we get to it, this is gonna be my upset for the week.
So you got him going 3-0 right out the gate.
Right out the gate. We on fire out the gate.
Now the over-under is 1.5 on Josh Allen throwing red zone picks in this game, and I'm gonna take the over.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I told you that. So when we get to week 3, that's gonna be my upset pick. So everybody know. Then we take a trip up the road to Lincoln Financial to get our ass kicked by the Eagles.
Oh, you talking about the Philadelphia Bulldogs?
The Philadelphia Bulldogs. The Philadelphia Bulldogs. We get humbled in Philadelphia.
Dang, and that's a 1 o'clock game too.
Yeah, but we get our revenge because Justin Fields and the Cubs come to Washington.
Not the Cubs.
So
not the Cubs.
We got the Cubs and the Little Giants. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not the Cubs. Oh no.
So we get our bounce back. Then we head down to the A to beat up on them Falcons. I'm telling you, Washington
down there in Atlanta.
As of right now, you have the Commanders at 5-1 through 6 games.
5-1 through 6 games. Yeah.
That would be a division lead. That means, oh man, them Cowboys ain't gonna be winning this division. What do you
No,
know?
if y'all, like I said, if y'all saw when we did the breakdown, I had them finishing second behind the Eagles.
That's true.
That's true. Yep. Then we go to MetLife for the Little Giants.
The Little Giants, man.
We go to MetLife for the Little Giants. But I'm gonna call this one. I think we're gonna lose this game. It's a giant Washington thing. That's just what it is. We'll end up losing that game.
I see what you're saying. That back and forth. That just didn't happen a lot.
It's just that NFC East rivalry bullshit. It is what it is. But then the Bulldogs come back to FedEx Field, and we get our revenge. We take the Bulldogs down. I'm not disrespectful. Well, I am disrespectful. I am. I play 50 Cent so disrespectful. That's like my alarm when I get up.
Oh my gosh.
Then we travel to Gillette Stadium.
We got
take on the Patriots
in the building.
She makes her double weekly appearance.
Hey,
everybody how today?
Welcome back.
Yep.
She got her cookie right now, so she came right on time.
Yeah. So week 9 in Gillette Stadium, we will not be ready for Bill Belichick and those Patriots. We will take that L.
Y'all winning that game. I think y'all scraped that game out. I think y'all scraped that game out closely.
I think we win that game by 7.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good test for us, but I think
it's gonna be a close game. But I think the Commanders win that game. Really close. It can go either way, though. Honestly, they might win off the return.
Then week 10, we head over to Seattle, take on the Seahawks. It's gonna be a tough one. It'll be a toughie.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull that out.
That's gonna be that's a 425 game. That's a low scoring game right there.
That's gonna be
that's what I said. We'll win that by a field goal.
I'm glued to the couch.
We'll pull it out. We'll pull that out on the field.
That's a 17-14 game.
Yeah, I'm glued to the couch that game for sure. That's the game I want to see.
Yeah.
No, don't
week 11, the Little Giants return.
Return of the Giants.
Yep. And we will get our revenge. We will win that game. We'll win the second game.
You heard him.
Then
they're gonna win that game.
We're gonna win that game. Then we head over to Jerry World, take on them Cowboys. And that's the Thanksgiving.
That's the Thanksgiving game.
And you know how we do the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Oh, gonna get them boys like a fried turkey.
Yeah. So
the Cowboys offense gonna look like when you try to stick a frozen turkey in the hot oil.
Yep. And then week 13, we got the Miami track team. By then,
team, man.
You know what? No, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be too cold in FedEx Field for them.
I hope Tua is still healthy by this time. Like I really do. I hope he has zero concussions this upcoming season. Like I really do.
Yeah. I think I probably need to calm down because I got like Washington going like.
You got them going ham. You got them damn near leading the NFC.
This is my bias coming out. Shout out to Zamar. This is my bias coming out. Wait till I get to the Ravens. It's gonna be stupid.
Oh yeah, wait. Goodness gracious! Oh my God! If y'all haven't seen anything, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Yeah,
when we get to the AFC and NFC,
we're just wrapping up the East right now. We still got 3 other directions to go.
Yeah, we ain't get there yet. Wait till I get to the Buccaneers. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that.
I tell you, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
After Miami, we head to SoFi to take on the Rams. That's gonna be an ass whooping. We're gonna kick the shit out of them.
Y'all gonna beat the dog 35-0.
No, it ain't gonna be 0 because I'm gonna have Cooper Kupp on my fantasy team.
Yeah, no, I was just saying Cooper Kupp will be healthy.
He good for 2 touchdowns. He good for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he'll be out.
But that's about
it. We go to MetLife to take on the Jets.
The baby
not gonna work. Yeah, we're gonna call them the crop dusters. By then, they're gonna be
Crop
the crop
dusters.
dusters.
By that time, Rodgers gonna have a strained calf and a messed up shoulder,
I'm going to New York playing the aeroplanes.
and he gonna have a swollen L7.
Yeah. So we're gonna kick them out. This is where, and then the last two games for us is gonna be. We're gonna be so far up, we're not gonna worry about it. So we got the 49ers and the Cowboys. We're gonna take them L's, and
Yeah, them tough, and them
so we'll
home
be out.
games for y'all too.
Both home games, but we'll be firmly cemented in our playoff position.
But I want y'all to beat Dallas in Week 18 because I hope it's like to knock them like out of the playoffs or something.
Yep.
Like
I was
not
just
even
gonna
like
say
not
that.
even a
No,
wild
I
card
need y'all to
spot,
beat
like,
Dallas
because
in the late week.
That way Mike McCarthy can be on my list because I already got. When it's time for the season to get close, I'll unveil a list for you guys. I do this every year. We did it last year, and I was pretty damn spot on. And it is who's getting fired next.
Oh, I
called it when Cliff Kingsbury was finna get fired. To let you know, called that quick. I got my list, and Mike McCarthy may or may not make this list.
What's his name? It's in what he said?
He said he caught what I said. He caught the reference. This show ain't made for kids. That's why I got to say what I said.
Yeah, I was gonna say the show isn't made for kids. So
if you don't know what a swollen L7 is, you ain't had the right football coaches growing up. Boy, if your coach said you was out there playing like an L7, boy, you was not playing well.
Oh my gosh, that was hey.
In this politically correct world we live in, you cannot go around saying those types of things to people.
That was great.
I said it the way I said it.
Yep, I caught it too. I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no,
somebody at home right now is drawing that, trying to figure out what it
literally
is.
They're trying to see what it is.
I don't get it. What's in L? Look, just go watch. You watch enough old school football stuff, you'll catch it. Don't worry.
Actually,
go to that old ass football coach that's walking around your high school and ask him.
Find you a football coach from the 90s, 80s. They got you.
And go ask him.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this guy said Aaron Rodgers gonna be an L7. What does that mean? He gonna probably start laughing.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10.
Oh man.
If he's an older coach.
Yeah, he got to be an older coach.
There you go, Mike.
What's the who's the coach for the Chargers? What's his first name?
Oh,
Mike Staley?
Yeah. Mike Staley. Not Deuce Staley, Mike Staley. I think it's something Staley.
Mike Staley, right?
Something like
that.
For the Chargers coach.
Brandon Staley.
Brandon Damn Staley. Yeah. He on the short list too.
Yeah, if the Chargers don't come out hot
then
by midseason,
the head coach.
Got a big head.
He's gone.
Arms. That's the reason why I drop interceptions.
Yeah, Brandon Staley's ass is gone by midseason if they don't look like what they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely that. Especially if the defense looks how it looked anything like last year, considering he's supposed to be defensive coach. Yeah, he's definitely gone.
100%. And quit going for it on fourth down, stupid.
I don't know why he does that so
for the
much.
people, the dumb NFL fans in the back of me in the stands, that they can't hear me, obviously, because Brandon, stop going for it on fourth down.
Like,
it's
dude,
16,
like there's only like 3 teams in the NFL that have done it rather successfully, and it's the Chiefs, it's the Ravens, and it's the Niners. Like nobody else.
Like fourth and one, I get it.
I'm not opposed to it. If you got that kind
of fourth and 12,
stop it.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Fourth and 12,
like stop it.
No, the defense is atrocious because the offense put them in bad situations.
You can't expect a defense that plays well, defending their 50 for you to get to the other side, for them to throw a turnover, for you not to defend a short field. Like that's asking a lot. That defense just came off the field. You bring them back on, they got to defend 35 yards. That is there's next to no room for error. You're one big play away from being in the red zone when you got to defend 50 and under like that. Like you just are. So don't put your defense in that kind of a position. Offense, stop going for it on fourth down when you shouldn't be, especially in the first fucking quarter.
Thank you.
Punt the damn ball. That's why you got to punt
the damn ball. Like get you a punter. Look, for all my OGs that play Madden, get you a punter that got that coffin punt ability. Punt that bitch to the corner.
Yep.
Right there at the 2-yard line, and then just let it bounce out of bounds. You good.
You'll be solid.
Solid as a rock.
Speaking of that, what y'all think about the kickoff coming out to the 30 now on the touchback?
It's 30?
Yeah, it was like the 25 or the 30. It was one of those. Yeah, but
it's 25, I think.
Yeah.
Or if they
what they did was you can fair catch.
Yeah.
With inside the 20.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Mel, quick question about the Commanders though, or the Washington football team, however people want to classify them. Did you hear that they're taking calls on one Chase Young?
I read that.
Yes, and okay. He's on a prove it deal. This is the last year of his rookie contract. This is the last year. They didn't pick up his option. So he understands it. He knows. He's like, look, I got hurt. I got to play better. And they got dudes on that. Like I said, their front seven is stacked.
Their front seven
is full of first. It's full of first rounders.
Literally.
So
it's disgusting.
So it's like, dude, like you gotta, in order to be there, you gotta ball out. But he's healthy.
I think it might be more than that though. I think they really, it didn't sit right with them knowing that he hurt his knee doing extracurricular activities.
Yeah,
I think
doing non-football shit.
Yeah, so and
that's fine. I mean,
that's part of their contract, but
it's like when Andrew Bynum got hurt and he was out there bowling.
Yeah, so I just feel like it might be more than that than the talent itself, because we all know what Chase Young can do. Like, we're not going to sit up and look like, oh, well, you still got to prove it this year, big dog. Like, we know coming back from a knee injury, having to build back instead of having the offseason to actually work, it hits a little different. But yeah, I don't think that sat right with them, bro. I really don't think they like that, and I think that's probably the main reason why they want to move off him, because I don't think they want to pay him that money.
Well, it's a different ownership. It's a totally different ownership team now.
True.
Yeah,
so it might be different now. It might be different now. So you're right. It might be different now.
So so I think with everything that's going to happen, he's got to go. He's got to go do what he do. Just go out there and ball.
I do see him having a better season though.
The thing is with them is like a lot of it is going to have to do where do you spend your money.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the biggest
line. That's for sure.
Yeah,
because I think Payne just got his deal.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other dude from Alabama?
I mean, if you're the commander, you're literally in position to where you just need a young quarterback.
And they better hope Sam Howell don't.
As far as like paying people, because you've paid Terry McLaurin, you've paid all your key guys except really Chase Young, but Chase Young has got to prove it first. So
Chase Young is this year. Montez Sweat is next year.
Yeah. No, I thought they paid Sweat already.
I got double check.
I thought Sweat got paid 2 years ago.
I think they might have.
I thought Sweat had already gotten extended. Maybe I missed that.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he did get extended already.
Yeah, no, he did.
I thought Young was the only one that wasn't extended yet.
Yeah, because he was still on the rookie.
Because he was still hurt.
And that too.
But they came a year apart, unless they did his there early. They must have did Sweat's there early. Hold on.
And then,
but like you got the linebacker, you got Jared Davis. Like you got to decide, because this team was built originally to have the defense carry.
True, it was.
Now you got an offensive coach.
Okay, so no. He'll be a free agent. He's a free agent in 2024, so he's also up for a contract. He's going to make, yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I thought he got an extension, but
Sweat, right?
Sweat. He's a free agent
next year.
Next year. So
next year.
If you're making me choose, I mean, Sweat's at least been on the field.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're at an impasse right now where Ron Rivera is a defensive guy, so he invested a lot on the defense. But now you have a totally new ownership group, and you got the hot new offensive coordinator. Where's that? Because Terry McLaurin, you got to pay Terry.
Definitely.
You got to pay him.
Yeah.
You clear on Jahan Dotson for the next couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, like, you're good at receiver because they're all young. And Curtis Samuel came as a free agent.
You're good at running back too.
All your
running backs are young.
Yeah,
running backs are young too.
So
really,
only junior that you have to pay,
and your tight end who's been injury prone, so he's kind of.
They have the perfect
you can already sign him for less money because he's injury prone.
Yeah.
Logan Thomas, right? Ain't that his name?
Yeah, but that's why I said like their window is the next 2 years, without stripping it down and just totally reconfiguring everything. You
Yeah.
got 2 years.
Yeah.
You got 2 years to really make this thing go boom. That's
And
why I said
realistically, I wouldn't blow this team up.
Yeah, no,
This team is prime and poised. Like, all right, cool. If you want to let Ron Rivera go and eventually, like in a year or two, and let the enemy take over, but I'm not blowing this roster up.
No, absolutely not.
I would
but I say blow it up.
I would consider like signing Sweat and maybe even franchising Young just to see if he can, bolster it up. Because if he gives you 2 solid years of production, okay, now I can, look at an extension, or you franchise him just so you can trade him. He plays really well this year. You franchise him and you look to possibly move him because you can get a first rounder back for him. Probably get a first and a second, realistically, because he's still young. Trade him to a contender. Yeah, you might get a low first rounder, but it's a first rounder nonetheless.
True.
Yeah. And and then like I said, I believe Ron Rivera doesn't make it out of this season.
I don't think so either.
Regardless. I think the plan is to have Eric Bieniemy take over as head coach.
I would say so.
I'm not opposed.
And so I believe it. If it starts off bad, he's definitely gone. But I think even in success, he doesn't keep the job.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Because then it's going to turn around. Because then what it's going to look like is, whoa, fuck, we just brought Eric Bieniemy in, and now we're balling. So who is it?
Yeah. And then in final kind of free agency news, Leonard Floyd has signed with the Bills.
So you signed a guy that you signed a guy that averages 6 to 8 sacks a year. That's solid if you can get that type of production in addition to the other production that you're getting from your defense. That's solid. That's a solid contributor.
Yeah, I think they really more did it because they are kind of still up in the air about whether or when Von Miller's going to come back. So they kind of needed something to kind of bolster that front seven. But
and at least when he does come back, as somebody that Von's familiar with playing with, because they play together with Rams too. So it's good for chemistry's sake. And that defense, if anything is going to be the strength of the Bills, it will be that defense this upcoming year, because the offense is going to be whatever they are.
Definitely,
they're going to be confusing. They're going to have pop. They're going to have a lack of a running game unless all of a sudden they finally figured out, which we'll see. But it'll be that defense. And we're going to see if Josh Allen can get past the Madden curse since he's on the cover.
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, I feel real good about my pick now.
Look, fuck all that. Did y'all see the trailer?
Yep.
Did you see that Patrick Mahomes shit?
Yep.
If that was a real thing, boys finna be breaking controllers.
No, it is. I was listening to a YouTube today. A dude was playing the beta, and he said he did that. He did the Patrick Mahomes throw. It was like in a practice game, but he did it with Russell Wilson.
Just imagine if you got a quarterback at like 4th and 21, and they throw that diving ass shit 35 yards down the field. I'm done.
Throwing my controller.
I'm done. Now I haven't played Madden in a hot minute because I ain't gonna lie. I'm really looking forward to Mortal Kombat 1. I'm an OG like that. So I will be pre-ordering that because I've been playing MK since forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that story looks dope. And I watched about an hour and a half of all the breakdown. I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm MK1 and the new Spider-Man is
that comes out late October. Me and my brother was talking about that. We're gonna be in that thing for that too. The new Star Wars game is phenomenal. I beat the story 2 days ago. Great game if you're a Star Wars fan at all.
Is that the continuation of the Last Jedi story?
Yes, that's the Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
I'm on it because
phenomenal game.
Just finished it. I just finished the other one. So I'm on it.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah, I'm finishing up the first one.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Though. That's a great one too. So sounds like we had another phenomenal football show, folks.
Dope.
I'm gonna have to get into So I gotta figure out if we can how we gonna make this work next week. If we can get SB, Wayne,
it's about 9 or 10 TikToks we can make out of this too. So, and I'm gonna post them because
we
got a lot of clip worthy.
I got a lot of traction and conversation about the last ones we posted, especially about when we started picking, the Chiefs and the division winners and all this other stuff. And it's on my own personal Instagram, the conversations are flowing, and on TikTok I just be laughing at the comments because they just be going in. They be trying to go in on Poe Mail, especially on the last Baker one.
People do not understand.
Y'all seen the video? Y'all seen the video we dropped on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram? We invite all the
people. Don't understand. Look,
come get it.
Look at what you're talking about. For the dude, I don't know if you watch it, but I'm gonna post it anyway. Because I'm gonna clip this shit up.
Clip it.
First of all, I never said Baker Mayfield was better than anyone. I never said it.
No, he didn't.
I literally
didn't say that.
posted a video of him incompleting a pass.
Literally.
They didn't catch the what's the word we're gonna use? Satire.
Yeah, satire.
Right.
A lot of people don't know what satire is.
It was
nowadays.
definitely trash. Like the way he looked in training camp is trash. Like him and
Absolutely.
Will Levis both look terrible right now because Will Levis' footwork looked like he trying to move his feet in sand with quicksand and cement.
He looked like he got watermelons on his feet.
Now they did do my boy Bryce Young wrong. They got the boy looking like a toddler behind a bunch of grown men.
No, because he is a toddler.
Bryce looks like my son standing behind me and my brother.
Yeah,
that's what that looks
He
like.
looks. I did not realize he was that small.
He almost looked like if he runs fast enough, his helmet will start bobbing side to side like this.
Yeah, nah. He looks like he's little.
Tecmo Bowl player.
Yes, yeah, basically, yes.
Oh my gosh! Like in
Right.
Pop Warner when your helmet used to be too big and you run and that motherfucker used to bounce. Yeah.
You get tackled and that you get your face mask all up in your nose like this. Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Oh my goodness gracious.
He gonna need help. He gonna need it. But So we'll figure out how we gonna work out next week. I gotta do some politicking on the back end, see if everything is,
Yeah, so we started with the East. So the question now becomes: we're going to the West, we're going to the East, we're going to the North. I mean, we're going to the West, we're going to the North, we're going to the South. Where we going, schedule wise?
No, we still got to do the Eagles Dolphins.
Eagles Dolphins. We wrap up the East next week. We wrap up the East next week. All right, then we can start figuring out our next course of action.
The next move. Yeah, we go East or West
this month.
Yeah.
Go to such a teenager, bro.
He is. He is. Like very much.
You can tell he's still shooting duck water.
GQ with the
I'm dating myself, but I don't.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We here.
If you
catch the reference, you know why.
If you don't know, we apologize. But if you know, you know.
Don't worry about it. Just keep your notepad and be like L7 duck water, and just go ask somebody. What does this mean?
You might be able to go old school and go on Urban Dictionary and look it up.
Hey. That second one, ask at a distance. Don't ask.
Don't ask your mama what that means.
Don't ask him to.
Ask your mama what that means.
Okay. Mom, just go. Matter of fact, ask her. Like, Mom, am I shooting duck water? No, better yet, ask.
My mama knock me the fuck out if I said that shit.
Matter of fact, just ask your father if you got one. Like, your dad is shooting duck water. And then see what happened.
I'm dead.
That's all.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, there's no better way to end the show than that. There we go. It's another Football Friday. Absolutely. Another fire show. The boys brought it today. Shout out to the chat. Y'all was popping today.
That was popping.
This is what we look for.
Hey, it's only gonna get better though. Football season is right around the corner, man. It's only going to get better from here.
We are under 100 days, folks.
Intensity is going to go up. The hot sauce is going to keep coming. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's just y'all got to keep coming. Keep rocking with us.
We under 100 days till kickoff. That means July rolling around the corner. That means fantasy football finna get real spicy.
Real spicy.
Yep. Real spicy.
Real spicy. Shout out to all of our audio listeners, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure I follow all the socials, man.
All the socials. We want bring it, especially me. Hit my comments. I'm always in there. Always.
Oh yeah.
So
all means comment, tag me in the comment. But like I said, bring your facts, keep your feelings at home. Because if you bring your feelings, I'm gonna fuck shit.
I'm gonna hurt him.
And I'm gonna hurt him.
Yep.
I'm gonna impregnate your feelings, and you ain't gonna like it.
That's what we do.
You 18 years of torment with your feelings, because I'm not. I don't care. And don't be like Skip Bayless. Keep it. Don't. No personal shots. If you start doing personal shots, it's not gonna be a good day.
No personals.
No. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Stop getting personal. Y'all don't know me.
Yeah, y'all don't know me.
But get to know me. Get to know
You
him.
think you know him. If you want to get to know Mel, there's a whole interview on our page. By all means, you will learn a lot. Actually, about both of these gentlemen, there's a lot of very good stories behind both of these guys. If you really want to know, check out Gentleman's Talk. You can check out the From the Sidelines Chronicles.
You'll see the banner.
Phenomenal story from both of these gentlemen, especially Mel. Mel is he probably did about 10 name drops in that interview. Some just something for y'all to think about. And Mulich has a very, very, very interesting childhood. I'm just little snippets and tidbits for y'all to go check out.
Yeah,
definitely.
And Mel kills the Kango hat game.
There you go.
Oh, look, I told you, I'm Queens. LL Cool J is my man. So my hat is like my Sharks fan. Whenever you see my hat, you know it's coming. You see the hat, you know Mel coming.
That's that Jaws music, man.
Yeah. So
that has
once
been
again, thanks everybody. We are out of here. Appreciate you.